Hey everybody, I'm back with another video because, I put them out constantly and it's because I can. It's that simple. What's this? Let's see what it says here. Okay, so this is what I'm having tonight. It's called North Yards Cider Company, and it's in Salmon Arm, if you know where Salmon Arm, BC is. It's a grapefruit hopped cider. Yeah, it's pretty darn good. I got this at a like one of those like weekend in Burnaby, Coquitlam, all the suburbs of Vancouver. There's these things. They're more or less like, I don't know, like weekend farmers markets, I think they call them. But essentially, you can get bread, you can get pastries, you can get fresh produce and bread. Like I get a lot of bread there, but I tried out I decided, oh, I'm going to try out some of this grapefruit, well, ciders. I got like 4 different types, and this one I'm trying out tonight. And they happen to be a local brewery of sorts. I guess they're a brewery. Is that what you call a cider place? A brewery? Anyway, yeah, they make cider. And I had their just dry cider. It's good. I can't say that it's much better than, say, a lot of the BC ciders that I've had, like Growers, for example. They make a good dry cider as well. But hey, getting to the point here. So what I did was, and back to this thing. This is my Raspberry Pi that I picked up from Value Village, and I stuck you'll look at it, I stuck a HP cooler, like a heatsink on it, using a insulated sort of double-sided tape idea, so that it would stick on there and it would dissipate the heat. And it has vents, so when I blow a fan through it, it actually cools it pretty good. And yeah, and in general, I'm putting my thumb against the back of the core here, the processor, and it's not you can touch it. It's not bad. It is. Let's take a look at the temperature. It's 52 degrees. That's typical for these silly Pis. This is a Pi 3. They run way too hot, in my opinion. But anyway, here it is, my Frankenstein Pi with the weird heatsink. Anyway, I decided to revisit this today because I happened to find this thing, which you can't really see through here, but I found this, and it's a fast charger, a Qualcomm 3.0. And what it does is it has a fast charger on one of the ports. It has like 2 other ports, so 3 ports total, that are just more like 2.4 amp. This thing wants a 2.5 amp. So it's the closest I've found to what this wants, and that's under full load. And because I'm only running it with like a mouse and keyboard and sound and HDMI and a power, then and of course the SD card, I figure it's fine. It's fine. And I'm sure it doesn't even drawing that much current. And of course I got it hooked up to my ancient HP W2207H. This is a nice HP monitor, and it has it fully tilts down and it fully tilts up, and then it tilts up and down, of course, forward and backward, and has this nice little base, and it rotates, like the actual whole thing rotates. If you wanted to make it a portrait style monitor. So it's really really quite a nice monitor for what it is. I picked it up for 15 bucks, or was it 12? I can't remember, at the Value Village way back in the day. And it has an HDMI connector, so great for this since it uses HDMI. That's why I'm using this one, because some of my older ones simply don't have an HDMI port. They're all DVI or VGA. Anyway, so what is the point of this video? Well, aside from the cider that I'm having tonight, I guess this video is about revisiting this thing, because periodically I like to dig up a system, whether it's a laptop or one of these guys, and plug it in, set it up, get it going, and see how it runs. And this one had Armbian, which is a version of a ARM-based OS. It's like a Linux type thing. And I thought, oh, I found it worked really well when I tried it back in the day. But plugging it in now, I couldn't get it to update. I couldn't get it to anything. So I had to take the old SD card out, had to reflash it, and I got Raspberry Pi OS, which is Debian Bullseye, and I got that on there, and I installed it, and it works, and it's updating, and it still like does things like like you can install software, although it's taking quite a long time, it looks like. Oh, I got something on the screen there. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Yeah, I mean, it's taking a while, and it's maxing out the memory and the CPU, I'm sure. But bottom line is, you can still install packages, you can still use it, it still updates. It's a functional OS, and it runs even YouTube in Chromium. So, but right now, because it's updating, it won't do anything, so I might as well just close this out. But anyway, I was just fooling around with it, thinking, oh, you know what? Does it work? Because Armbian doesn't work. Like, I couldn't get it to update. I couldn't get the browser to open. I couldn't get anything to work. But this does work, and if I'm not installing something, which I am right now, because of course I decided when I make a video, I'm going to have to, of course, start installing something like a goofball. But anyway, bottom line is, I wanted to get this thing, resurrect it. Wanted to try out this new power supply that I'd found, and wanted to get this thing going again, and it works, which is always nice to see. So these are one of these weird devices. It just 1 gigabyte isn't enough for this system. Like, it has a 4-core ARM-based processor, which is fine. I like it. I think it's great. Smart, it's a solid processor. It has like Wi-Fi, it has everything. But problem is, it just doesn't have enough RAM. And so whenever I look at the processes, it's pretty maxed out. In general, too, the CPU is pretty maxed out too. Yeah, it just is a little underpowered. This is like, to me, this is like an XP system. That's relatively where it's at in terms of its capabilities. It's not quite at the Windows, say 7 version of hardware, but I mean, just giving you like a perspective. But it can run Office apps. It can go online. It's very slow, but it's still like somewhat functional, sort of Windows XP level functionality with this particular OS. So this is the Raspbian, or Raspberry Pi OS, and this is the legacy version, which is Bullseye, and it's running pretty good. but is very slow right now because, of course, I'm trying to install something on it, which is trying to install the LibreOffice. So hopefully it installs. It's sort of like, to me, it looks like it's all stalled, but we'll see. I'm hopeful. I'm going to get everything on here that I want on here, and at least I'll have the basic apps that I want to use, and then at least I have a functional OS for this old hardware, because I love these old things. I like all the old PCs. I like this old PC, for example. You know, it's a Vista era PC, but I like it. It's great. I love this stuff. And yeah, there you go. So that's it. That's gonna be my 10 minutes. Hope you're having a good evening. I'll upload this momentarily, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.